Welcome back to the Weather Centre, where we're tracking fine and warm weather in the low belt on Tuesday. Thundershowers are forecast over the western part of South Africa, and that's due to low pressure, which then brings in wet and cold weather over the western part of South Africa on Wednesday. For today, though, it brings in a band of fog along the west coast, and we've already seen a bit of cumulus developments in the Northern Cape in the morning, as well as a few thundershowers occurring along the west coast. As the day continues, we'll see those thundershowers head towards Cape Town. Over the central interior, we can expect fine and mild weather on Tuesday, cool for the Eastern Cape with a warm forecast along the KwaZulu-Natal coast, as well as for the low veld. On Wednesday, that low brings in cloudy, wet and cold weather over the western part of South Africa, with thundershowers extending through to the central interior. Still sunny in the northeast, with some cloud expected along the Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal coastline. Here's our rainfall probability map for the day, with isolated thundershowers expected over the western part of South Africa, heading towards Cape Town on Tuesday night. Wind-wise, a light southerly onshore flow is forecast along the east coast, with a light northeasterly wind over the northeastern interior. Moderate to fresh winds are expected for the Northern Cape, with a light southeaster for Cape Town. Maximum temperatures peak in the mid-20s for Bombela and Uppington, as well as along the KwaZulu-Natal coast and for Cape Town. A high of around 20 degrees is forecast for the Eastern Cape, Johannesburg at 20, Pretoria at 22, and we're forecasting warm weather for Vredendal at 28. It'll be a freezing night for Bloemfontein and Graafrenet, with a minimum temperature of 0, 1 degree below 0 for Bethlehem, with a cold night in store over the eastern interior, 3 degrees for Johannesburg, Pretoria and Polokwane at 5, and a minimum of around 10 degrees along the coast between George and Richards Bay. Then in Cape Town today, we're expecting sunny and warm weather with a high of 26 degrees. A light southeasterly wind is forecast here. Then as that low pressure starts to move southward, we'll see thundershowers in the forecast on Tuesday night, with a minimum temperature of 12 degrees and an east-southeasterly wind of up to 30 kilometers per hour. On Wednesday, that low pressure brings in cloudy, cold and wet weather over the western part of South Africa, with thundershowers extending through to Kimberley and Bloemfontein. Still sunny and warm for KwaZulu-Natal, with a fine and mild day for Gauteng. On Thursday, though, we can expect thundershowers to extend all the way through to Gauteng, with cloudy and wet weather moving in over the Eastern Cape. Things stay warm for Richards Bay at 27, and we're still expecting a few showers over the southern and eastern part of South Africa, but with a dry day in the west and a cool forecast. That's all from the Weather Centre for now. Enjoy the rest of your day.